So we have some other elasticities besides our price elasticity of demand. We also have a price elasticity of supply that we did not cover. It is very simple though. The price elasticity of demand is just a much more interesting example. And to not confuse you all, we're just going to focus on price elasticity of demand, especially in tests and stuff like that, right? Not going to test you on supply. We're just going to focus on the price elasticity of demand. But there are other types of elasticity that don't have anything to do with price, right? And so the first one we're going to talk about is what's called our income elasticity of demand. Our income elasticity of demand is defined to be our percentage change in the quantity demanded for some good divided by my percentage change in my income. And so for almost all products, this is going to be a positive number, right? So those products we call normal goods. This is the situation where the percentage change in my quantity demanded is greater than my percentage change in my income. Actually, that's not true. It's where the situation where this is positive. It's where we have some sort of positive percentage change in quantity demanded when my income increases. So these normal goods are going to have an elasticity, an income elasticity of demand that is greater than 0. When we're talking about goods, we have normal goods, and then we have what are called inferior goods. Inferior goods are the situation where my percentage change in my quantity demanded for them decreases as my income increases. So these are things like spam, like generic peanut butter, generic mac and cheese, generic toilet paper, bus passes. Yeah, those are all the inferior goods I got. Questions on income elasticity of demand? So these ones are going to have an elasticity of demand less than 0. So income elasticity of demand less than 0 tells me they're an inferior good. Income elasticity of greater than 0 tells me that it is a normal good. What does it mean if my income elasticity is exactly 0? What can I probably conclude about the good if the income elasticity is exactly 0?
It's not going to change at all when income changes, so it's going to it's something that everyone just purchases implicitly, like eggs.
So would you think that it would be more inelastic or elastic if the income elasticity is exactly 0?
That would be elastic, yes. It would be.
So
that would be inelastic.
So elastic, so we can think about it like a rubber band, right? Elastic, like really stretchy rubber bands are very elastic. They're very responsive to the force you put on them. Whereas, a really like a broccoli band or something like that, right? That's going to be not terribly stretchy. You put all this energy into trying to stretch it, and it doesn't do a heck of a lot of stuff, right? So inelastic are going to be things where they aren't responsive to price changes. So if we have a situation where the demand for the good doesn't change with people's income, it's probably a staple good, like medicine, like eggs or bread or something like that. Yeah. Okay, what other types of elasticity do we need to know about? Well, there's an important one because this is part of what helps to inform us about how goods interact with one another. When we talk about the cross-price elasticity of demand, we're really talking about the responsiveness of one good to a price change in another good. So this is going to be a percentage change in the quantity demanded of good A divided by the percentage change in the price of good B. And so, as we saw before, we have two types of relevant goods, right? We have the complement goods, right? And a complement good is going to have a situation where as the price of another good increases, the quantity demanded for your good, as the price of another good increases, the quantity demanded for your good decreases. So this is a situation where the percentage change in the quantity demanded moves opposite the percentage change in the price of some other good. So, I like to use hot dogs and hot dog buns, right? If the price of hot dogs were to increase significantly, right? If the percentage change in the price of hot dogs were to increase, that's going to result in the percentage change in the quantity demanded for hot dog buns to decrease. And so complementary goods are going to have cross price elasticity, which you will see as E of XY. They're going to have cross price elasticities that are less than 0 to show this inverted relationship. So complementary goods have negative cross price elasticities. The other type of good is a substitute good, right? A substitute good which, could be Coke and Pepsi or something like that, right? This is when they move in the same direction. Substitutes, same direction. So a substitute good is going to have a cross price elasticity that is greater than 0, and going to have a positive cross price elasticity.